From the movie Joyride in theaters now. Sherry Cola's on the Cruz Show. Let's go.
What?
Yeah.
You realize this is a dream come true for me.
No, this is crazy. This is so dope. I've known Sherry for a long time.
I think it must have been like 2012?
Maybe. Yeah. I think so. Yep.
Something around
2012,
then.
2013. Yep.
I remember Vine was hot.
Vine was the thing.
At the time.
You were trying to be an intern of mine.
I got rejected.
And it didn't work out, but that's okay because it wasn't meant for you. Look at you now. You're doing better than all of us.
First of all, you realize that was after I got rejected like 2 times already.
Oh,
you
no.
know, the hustle was real.
Yeah.
Like I would not take no for an answer, you know? And
No, you
I just
wouldn't.
wanted to be in radio so badly. I had just done like 3 years of campus radio at Cal State Fullerton.
I remember.
And yeah, you too?
No, my cousin goes there.
Oh, respect,
I didn't
respect,
go to college.
Respect. Oh, I was there for 7 years. I hardly went.
I went to Valley College. You know what
Valley?
I mean?
No, I don't know VC. VC?
VC?
I went to Harvard on the Hill.
In Van Nuys?
I knew a guy named Harvard. Is that
Right. That's
close enough?
Close
Yeah.
enough. Close enough. Yo, so Joyride in theaters now. What a movie, right? So you and your friend, you are in search of her birth mother, and all of a sudden you are now smuggling drugs.
Yes.
And putting it up places that that are insane.
Yes, I mean cocaine in the butt, the
Yeah.
American dream.
That's it.
You know, yeah. I
in the
think
butt.
this film is the first of its kind, y'all. Come on, R-rated with these beautiful Asian faces on the big screen. It's
amazing.
never been
Congratulations.
done. You know,
That's
we're talking about the
crazy.
classics like Bridesmaids, Hangover, Girls Trip. Like these are movies we love. These timeless movies we still keep watching till this day. And I think Joyride really enters that category because it's chaotic.
Sure.
It is horny.
Yeah.
AF.
Yeah. It's a good word. Yeah.
It's heartfelt and it's about friendship, discovery, and yes, there's drugs in the
Involved?
booty. There's a K-pop music fantasy. I'm in a blue
Yo,
wig
I
with
saw
fishnet holographic harness.
Hilarious.
I'm sexy.
Right. Yes, you are.
I didn't
Did
know.
you want to dye your hair blue after?
Low
wearing-
key, it's a look.
It is.
It's a look.
It's a look.
Maybe my next chapter of life.
Did this character teach you anything new about yourself?
You know, I actually think this character is the most liberated version of myself that I've portrayed. You know, I've always been very loud and, passionate about breaking stereotypes, because, as Asian women, society has really expected us to not rock the boat. And my character says what people think, and kind of causes trouble in that way as well. But it's, really taught me a lot about the importance of representation, always.
Absolutely.
I preach about representation in my sleep, so I'm always happy to just keep emphasizing that because the fact that, the director, Adele Lim, who co-wrote Crazy Rich Asians, and she wrote Raya and the Last Dragon, it's her directorial debut. Cherry and Teresa, who wrote it, Point Grey, Seth Rogen's production company, Lionsgate, really were champions since day one. And the fact that we got to do this thing for the first time together, I think that I've just really learned what it's like to be on a set that's a safe space. When the foundation's there, you just get to play.
Yeah. Your people are there, so you feel safe. Right? It's like being on the set of Flamin' Hot for Us.
Right.
You feel me?
Brilliant movie, by the way.
Yo, brilliant.
100%.
I watched it. Like I said, my girlfriend's Latina, so
yeah, that's
we're
right, that's
we're taking in all the content.
No, but it's so dope though because I think this past year for a lot of like Asian representation in movies especially, this has been the year.
I mean, Everything Everywhere All at Once, which Stephanie Hsu is in, Beef,
Yeah.
which
Crazy.
Ashley Park is in, Justin Min's also in that, another film I have coming out, Shortcomings, August 4th, also in theaters, Randall Park's directorial debut,
Wow.
What is
I love
Life?
Randall Park.
Pinch My Nipples.
Yo, okay, let's
Pinch
get
my
to it.
nipples.
Let's get to
Come
it.
on. Pinch my
Jack,
nipples.
I'll let you do it.
Later. Let's
No, you gotta lady.
let's-
Respectful.
What's wrong with you? That was a test.
That was a test.
But
We're all getting fired.
it's been such a glorious year, but there's still so much work to be done. I think y'all
100%.
can agree too. Like with just Latinx representation, we need to do more.
We're not
you
done.
know,
We're not done. We
at
just
all.
got here.
honey.
You feel me? We all
Only
just
one
got
shoe
here.
is off.
Yeah.
I am barely in the threshold.
The bra's not off yet.
The bra was never on.
That's right.
Yo, my wife hasn't worn a bra in 7 years. It's crazy.
Oh, listen, I'm nips to knees these days. I am nips to knees. Gravity is a bitch.
So, yo, when you get the call, right? Because you're doing your stand-up. Good Trouble's a great show. Congratulations.
Thank you, love.
Phenomenal. My wife loves it as well.
good.
You get the call for Joyride, right? And that's got to be a dream come true.
Oh.
It's a dream role.
It is a joyride come true, Cruz. Literally, like Adele Lim calls me April 2021. And she told me that she saw me opening for Ronnie Chang, his Netflix taping, in like 2019. And she saw me on stage and she was like, who's that girl? You know? So she hits me up and basically asks, what's your availability for the rest of the year? I'm like, what's going on? So she tells me about Joyride, at the time titled Joy Fuck Club.
Yo.
So already off the bat, I'm like, oh, I have to be a part of this. And I read it, and it's evolved so much from the first draft. Like, there was water buffalo. I was supposed to be naked at a point in the first draft. I was ready. I personal trained for 2 months.
Right. That's right.
Went to Vancouver.
You gotta do the work.
Went to Vancouver and gained it all back in 2 weeks, right before we were filming. But, she was just saying that this film, like Lionsgate's gonna do it, Point Grey, Cherry and Teresa wrote it. They just kind of brainstormed this concept from just dinner, a movie that they wanted to see growing up about their like badass friends who are figuring it out, and also just want to have sex and like, I mean, girls just want to have sex. That's the Cyndi Lauper remix.
Right.
But yeah, like I was just so happy for her. I'm like, oh, this is your directorial debut. Congrats.
Crazy, right?
First and foremost,
You
the
just
fact
wanna
that
be a
it's
friend.
Yeah, the fact that it exists. So then I went to reading the script, and I was just so blown away by how refreshing it was because, like I said, this is rare. This is unique. This is history making, honestly, and we went through, the due diligence. I did the audition, rounds and rounds of chemistry reads. This was like maybe 2.5, 3 years. I mean, I'm sorry, not years. What is my name? This was like
That's how I
a whole
feel every
summer.
day.
Yeah. A whole summer, 2.5 to 3 months
Wow.
of just
So it's a
edging,
process, yeah.
edging. Edging. My clitoris was throbbing.
Sure.
Throbbing. A fruit gusher. Ready to expose the flavor. Is it watermelon?
All right, let's just turn it on.
Is it
Go ahead.
strawberry?
Go on.
Is it sugar free?
Is it sugar free? Well,
See that?
diabetes runs in the family. Too real. Too real. So the point
We're gonna
is,
diabetes.
yeah. Oh, honey.
Okay.
Very nice. That is a T-shirt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything's a shirt hop, I told you.
Everything is merch. Everything is
Yeah,
merch.
everything.
And then, when you finally book it, it's just the most fulfilling feeling
Sure.
because
Then first day on set, you're like, yo, what?
it's not easy, y'all. Like,
Is there
I mean,
imposter syndrome that kicks in, or are you just ready to go?
it's hard to say because I think I was born ready to go.
Yeah.
I love that.
right.
Like
for you.
in terms of imposter syndrome, I know that is something that I do feel, sometimes where, especially with the anxieties of Hollywood, it's so unpredictable. Truly, Joyride's out right now. I don't have a job currently. You know what I'm saying? We just wrapped Good Trouble season 5. Like I'm currently like still hoping for
You're unemployed.
the next thing.
Yo, you need a
know?
good job, yo.
Listen, can I apply? I mean, listen, it's been 10 years, J Cruz. Am I hired?
You want to do Sunday? Leche wants to give up a shift.
Sunday.
We'll be in touch.
Yeah,
We'll
bro, I've been
we'll
doing
double team.
7 days a week for a year.
Yeah.
I'm over it.
But yeah, I think I've always had the juice for performing. Like
Yeah.
I hosted talent shows in high school. I was making funny videos and
Nah,
film
from the
club.
jump,
And
no was never an issue for you.
that's the
It
thing.
was almost funny to you when someone said no.
I fully was like,
I think when I said no, you giggled. Like,
yeah, I
all
was
right,
like,
motherfucker, I'll see
okay.
you later.
I'm like, where are the hidden
Nah,
cameras?
I
Like, sure, okay. Just watch.
I'm like,
You've always had this confidence, though, that I've always admired.
thank
And
you.
you have this bravery about yourself that I've always admired.
Thank you so much.
And I see it now. We all get to see it now. We all get to see you on screen doing your thing, man.
And J
your-
Cruz has. I mean, go ahead.
Your
I mean, I'm
parents
just.
must be extremely proud of
I mean, no, fuck the parents. I'm talking about J Cruz. Okay.
Fuck the parents.
Has been so supportive. I mean, really, it's been like over 10 years of when I first, submitted that video to win Jay-Z and Kanye tickets.
That's right.
Because I've dabbled in the rhyme, so I decided let me be different. Let me just rap, and I won.
Was that the birth of Lil Tasty or no?
No, listen,
trying to take credit.
I was rapping out the womb.
Yeah.
Mic drop.
Yeah.
Okay, mic drop, umbilical cord. You know what I mean? And I'm just so happy that like I get to do this. Like truly, this is so full circle.
Yeah,
because
it's amazing.
You've seen firsthand the hustle.
I've seen it.
And like with Good Trouble, I've been so lucky to be on that show for 5 seasons now, 88 episodes. Like not all shows can say that, and it's evolved me as an actress.
You play a comedian. I mean, you're almost playing yourself in a way.
Pretty
right?
much. Well, in a different way that my character Lolo on Joyride is, Alice on Good Trouble is very similar in terms of the trajectory, but the personality is very different. Like Alice is kind of apologetic and timid and still very safe. So that's actually the real acting there, because I am putting on a character with Alice, and I've grown so much because I come from comedy, and on this show I'm crying. I'm over here screaming till the veins pop on my neck. And it's like
dramatic,
it's so fulfilling as a performer to be able to express through the craft, and it just I'm so lucky, dude. I can't believe
blessed.
it. I can't believe it.
Yeah, you did it.
What?
You did it, man.
What?
You did it. Crazy, right? You did it.
I'm shocked. I'm just as shocked as everyone else is. I just did a screening of Joyride in the 626, where I'm from.
Yeah.
And so many
crazy.
people showed up. I bought out the theater and I made a speech just to inspire people, because a lot of us come from small towns that can feel like a bubble.
Where'd you grow up?
Temple City in Alhambra.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm San Gabriel Valley till I die.
Yeah.
My mom has a restaurant. Yes. Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in La Puente, Hacienda Heights, all around that way.
Respect.
Los Altos High School. I went to.
Respect. Were you also addicted to claw machines?
No.
Okay, that's just
I'm
me.
really good at claw machines.
I'm looking for a support group.
Jeff sold stuff that people were addicted to.
Yeah.
Wow. Cocaine in the butt.
I'm kidding.
Cocaine.
Back to cocaine in the
Stolen
butt.
credit cards to buy stuffed animals.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
But
These are jokes. These are jokes.
these are jokes. We've never done drugs in our lives. We're all virgins.
It's a script.
But yeah, like my mom has a restaurant in San Gabriel, and she's literally printing out posters.
Yeah.
And I went there to sign them because she's giving them out to customers. Mom's trying to
proud.
make a profit.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Okay, the woman
I
is
love
a
that.
smart immigrant hustler. Okay,
Right.
We're imported goods, G.
Listen.
Yeah.
have
But growing
carpal
up
tunnel.
Asian, it feels as if you're in a bubble, though, wherever you're growing up.
Right.
In, right?
Right, and I was really lucky to grow up in SoCal where there was a lot of culture, Asian restaurants and people who look like me, and I still kind of did feel like a fish out of the water a lot of times, because I was always like the girl who said the darndest things. I was never the hot one. All my friends are like dime pieces, like fully like just tens.
You got some,
see.
hey, yo, you got some bad
me
friends,
see.
my G. I'm telling you.
Listen,
Right
you've
Whole
seen the
face.
cleavage
Yeah.
and the
now.
cheekbones.
Bad, dog.
I've
And-
never
and-
been with an Asian girl. I've always just
Wait a
curious.
minute.
I'm taken, but I'll give
no,
you some
no.
Hey,
referrals.
you never forget your first Asian. Never.
Just like when the Beyonce album dropped, you never forget where you were when you experienced your first Asian girl.
Sherry, do Asians hate on other Asians like Latinos hate on other Latinos?
There's some jokes in Joyride for sure. It's all family. It's kind of like relatives when
we
you
have
bag
to
on
hate
each other.
before we love each other.
1,000%.
That's
You have
our
to go
thing with
through
Latinos.
trauma
Yeah.
before you can hug your mama.
Right.
Merch?
Right.
Merch.
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 First the
Copyright.
trauma, then hug your mama. Something like that. Man.
Something like that.
Yeah, but
Something like
sometimes the
that.
trauma is from mama, which is
Right.
unfortunate, but what are
Yeah,
you going to do?
but yet we still sign the posters.
Love that.
You're healing.
We really owe it all to our immigrant parents.
What
for
did
real.
your parents want for you that you fought against?
My heterosexuality
Mm-hmm.
first and foremost.
A husband?
Heterosexuality
Unfucking dead.
first and foremost. No, you know what? My mom is so proud that like nothing else matters anymore, because that was its own journey.
Well, you're making
You know,
a living now, so
Listen,
right?
I'm keeping my lights on. That's all that matters. But yeah, the lights are rainbow. But
very
it's all
colorful.
good.
Yeah, they're Philips colored lights.
Yeah. Listen, flex. Got the hue lights. The bulbs are bright in this house. No, it's been a journey because my mom, my parents couldn't be more different. My mom is very much Asian immigrant mother. Keep your head down. Motivation to survival, put food on the table. You know what I'm saying? Versus my dad, when we came to this country from Shanghai, he immediately wanted to absorb pop culture. We had a Ricky Martin poster hanging in the living room. That's a different conversation. But
Living la vida
so which is
loca.
why, living La Vida Cola. Reality show coming soon. Which is why my dad, like his English is like probably at like 85%, And my dad was very much the dreamer. He actually did radio
No way.
He literally, one of his jobs, along with like working at the casino, catering.
Is your dad Rick Dees?
No, Ryan Seacrest. Yeah. I just got the 23andMe results. But my dad, he was on air AM stations, these two like Chinese stations, and he was actually well known. He always says that I followed his footsteps, but you know.
That's right. He's gonna take credit.
Listen, the buttery voice does come from him for sure.
That's one thing parents will do is take credit for.
They want executive producer credit.
Yeah, no, for real. But they want no credit for the trauma they caused.
Oh my God.
100%.
When I was at 7 years, Cal State Fullerton, without my shit together, they didn't even make eye contact, okay? It was,
Yeah, you were the worst.
I'm slurring because I'm drunk and emotional.
Good for you.
Okay.
Good.
But the point is, they I don't know, I guess because our expectations were so low, to be honest, as, Asian folks, immigrants, we never expected that much. You know what I mean? We just wanted to be comfortable and, just coast.
Live our life
so this
peacefully.
completely just exceeded everything. The fact that my face is on a billboard, what? Even when I was on air, on AMP radio, like that felt like just impossible. And it happened,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It did happen. And it's continuous. It's happening. Now life is
It's
happening for you,
happening.
man. Congratulations.
And we're all in this together. Like,
We're
this
in
is a
here.
group project,
Yeah.
It's the day ones, like, that I will always, like, just have so much respect for,
Yeah. No, that's
Because,
love. we
like,
appreciate that.
J Cruz, like, you realize you were on my vision board. You know what I'm
that's
saying? Like,
awesome.
this moment, being here. So, the pleasure is mine.
Yeah. True or false? I look like Ving Rhames.
Don't know who that is.
You
so
don't know
false.
who Ving Rhames is?
No, show me a picture.
Oh, we got
gladly
it.
show you.
Was that a porn star?
No. I wish.
From the neck down. No,
I told you guys.
I don't see it.
There was a little hesitation.
She's
I
being
think.
nice. She's being nice.
Look this way, please. Twins.
I mean, okay, not no, but not yes. Just in between.
Nah, Ving Rhames and George Lopez give me a lot of life.
If George Lopez and him had a baby,
Yeah, it's
you
us.
know?
There
Yeah.
I am.
Possibly 23andMe.
23andMe.
3 words that describe radio people.
Energetic? Because we have to turn it on.
Sure.
We could be crying to our mom.
The worst day ever.
Worst day ever. And
We're
then
ready to give away Six Flags tickets
yeah,
right now.
exactly. Who wants to go to Six Flags? Magic Mountain is calling your name. The way we turn it on.
Sure, yeah.
It's crazy.
Because it's only voice. You know what I mean? You have to get the people in the car, like the stereos, like feeling like you're sitting shotgun.
Sure, yeah.
So it's not easy. It's exhausting, but
Yeah.
y'all are killing it.
Is another word for radio person toxic?
Listen, it's a whole
Maybe you weren't in
different
radio long enough.
beast. No, listen. I'm also media trained to a fault, and I will never say anything bad about anyone. But it's a whole different beast. Radio definitely has its own ins and outs.
Yeah.
Just within the walls. So no, I wouldn't say toxic. Britney Spears. So energetic, a hustler.
Yeah.
I really think the radio hustle is unlike any other. You know what I'm saying? Like, just from,
Yeah, it's a
it's
different
truly
hustle,
started from
man.
the bottom. Like,
for sure.
truly, truly, truly. And another one is real. I guess real in the sense that they are champions for people. They support and they really put people on. Like, I think radio is still so crucial to artists. That's a big ass deal when a musician is on the radio. That's still a big deal to
Huge.
me,
Yeah,
to so many artists, and
To
the
hear
fact
your
that
song on the radio
right.
when you're in the car.
it is the first platform, really, ever, right?
Yeah.
And so I think it matters just as much in 2023.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're
Thanks
asking for yes or
saying
no answers, and here I am
that. No, I
giving you
appreciate it. I appreciate it. What's up,
haikus.
Jeff?
Substance.
You've talked about your girlfriend. What's the most number one lesson you've learned about dating a Latina?
It's actually not my first time dating a Latina.
That's right.
Nah, Sherry,
You
this
know,
ain't
I-
your first dance, my G.
That's right.
Young Sherry been taking them down for
She
ages.
likes them big old colas.
I have a punch card, actually, one of those stamp cards. Yeah.
First night free?
Yeah, one more, and I get free tostones. I gotta keep it Cuban.
No mama's way.
Yeah. You know what? Actually, I love the family-oriented aspect because I'm identify as an only child. My dad remarried. I have 2 half sisters who are 14 and 18, but I grew up as the only child. My family's very small. I love the just like affection of a big family. You know, my girlfriend has 2 sisters, and like they literally just are very much that Cuban family. So that's something I've always been attracted to, is like the cohesive, like just
Family-oriented.
unconditional love and tough love a lot of the times too, of Latina families. Yeah, for
It's
sure.
tough love for sure.
Honey.
Yeah. And your insecurity is your nickname.
Right. What was yours?
Oh, God. We'd be here forever. So many. Where do I start? Feo, gordo,
Yeah. I mean,
pendejo.
Gordo is a good merch.
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 Merch. Yeah.
Shout out to homie Gordo.
Yeah.
Right now.
You know, was it tough coming out to your parents?
Yeah, you know,
To
like
your
I
family?
said, you know, my parents are so proud, and my mom, because she was very much, you know, just working all the time, she didn't get to watch Netflix all day or listen to Lady Gaga, you know, like my dad does. You know, so she wasn't exposed to these new age concepts like queerness, you know, especially not having representation when she was growing up in China. Like, you know, she's not traditional per se, but she just didn't have the resources or the exposure to this lifestyle of queerness. And I identify as bisexual. And when I booked Good Trouble, I play a lesbian character, Alice. And, you know, I was like, okay, this character might, you know, be a potential role model to a lot of people. And I was bisexual in my inner circles, like everyone knew, my friends, like I wasn't a public figure, so there was no open conversation for it. You know, there was no need. But when I booked Good Trouble, I was like, okay, I need to tell my mom just so I can spread my wings and feel, you know, authentic in my own life.
Absolutely.
So I sat her down. It's still a conversation, technically, you know, because she's still processing it, wrapping her head around it. You know,
Still.
not that she's against it, but you just never knew that would be the result, I guess. I don't know.
Something
you know?
that they would have to.
Sure, navigate or whatever the
Navigate,
case.
sure.
But you know, because of how clearly, you know, my success is correlated to how comfortable I am in my skin. Like even in shortcomings, like the Randall Park movie, I don't think I would have booked it if I wasn't queer. You know what I'm saying? Because the character is queer. And, you know, I think my mom is seeing that it's actually a superpower in a lot of ways of how wholeheartedly me I am now, you know? And queerness happens to be one of it. But also being in movie theaters globally is also part of it. So she can't be mad. But she, you know, I've had my girlfriend for, you know, over a year now. And there has been progress. So I feel really good about it. You know, it's all about having the conversation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm also very empathetic and patient to the fact that my mom wasn't exposed to this stuff.
Yeah.
You know, we have to like consider that part, you know? So, you know, poco a poco.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, for sure.
poco.
Step by step, my G.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the all you can do is live your life the best way you can.
Listen, and look at the fruits of our labors. You know what I mean?
Crazy, right?
What?
Joyride in theaters, man. Sherry Cola.
Yo, check out more of our YouTube interviews now, ASAP Plus. Download the free iHeartRadio app so you can check out the Cruz Show podcast.